We are back at the junkyard. It's been about a month, maybe two, since I've done a junkyard video. And I figured when I go back to another junkyard, it should be one that I've never been to before. So I did just that. And what I usually do is I walk around the yard first and then decide what I want to pick parts off of. So first thing I do is I pick a car that no one's going to go through and I put my tools in it. Hopefully they'll still be there. Would you look at this car in the junkyard? Didn't think so. All right. Looks like we're starting off in the American section. Nothing really of interest to me, but still worth a walkthrough. Not really too much going on over here. Let's go down a row. Can't lie, most of these cars look like just average cars from the city of Chicago. Like that's normal. That's normal. Probably doesn't help that this yard is in Chicago. Yo, what? That's an interesting find. I don't know much about shoes, but that looks like a limited edition of something. What happened to this thing? The headlight turned yellow. I almost want to touch it, but at the same time I don't. It's always crazy seeing the spaghetti of an engine harness after it's been melted. Aluminum hood? Maybe? There is certainly a lot of junk in this junkyard. Haven't found anything interesting yet. That one's smushed. That one's burned. Whoa, is it fiberglass? The valve covers are fiberglass on these cars? Interesting. Oh, I finally see something old. Ooh, Firebird. Most of the engine is still there. This car didn't actually look like it was in that bad of shape. Usually these are rotted out here in Chicago. Also has a lip kit. Are those GTO wheels? Fenders are decent. Not bad. Not my chassis though. I always love seeing these. However, not really in junkyards. We got a Roadmaster. Red interior. That's pretty cool. I love how the back seats actually face the back window. So cool. Still has the V8. Oh, is that AC? There's a big canister. Holy crap. Rest in peace. Someone from our generation definitely got in the advertising game. Look at this. Matte black, the whole thing. Even the taillights, baby. Or is it metallic? Looks a little shiny. Sick. Oh, here we go. Free pickup. Scrap metal. Never seen one of these in here. They're always running. These are the cars that run the longest. The scrap metal picker-uppers. Looks like it was fully loaded too. That's funny. Looks like we've just entered the import section. And right after that, here we go. An old school Celica. Uncracked tails? Okay. I've always loved this generation Celicas. These are pretty cool. Looks like we have blue interior. Rolly windows. Classic stuff, man. Actually not bad interior, honestly, given its age and where it's at. We just have slight rusting going on the quarter panels. Nothing too bad. Ooh, pop-ups, can't go wrong there. Old school engine, little single cam. This would be a cool room piece, you know? A little Celica, hang it up. I don't have a Celica, so I'm gonna leave that there. Not a bad find. Rest in peace. This is a massive yard. Jeez, I haven't even gotten started yet. I haven't even gone over there yet. I started all the way down there. I love 90s green. So good. This thing was stripped. Tan interior though. That's where that belongs. Good old 4Runner. Not too bad considering where it is. Usually these things are gone. But actually still has frame rails. Usually they bust off right here, which looks like it's about to. Yep. TC. G. Anything good in this guy? VQ still there. I don't know how to tell if it's an HR or whatever the different VQ styles are. Dang, this is actually pretty rusty already. That Midwest life. Everything rusts out. CRV. Looks like someone already grabbed the distributor and valve cover. Good pieces to have. They got the knuckles off though. 5 lug just chilling right here. These fit the front end of Integras and Civics from the 90s. Newer Celica, stripped, E46, I think. M-Power, yep, that's definitely where that badge goes. Tan interior with red seats. Very interesting combination there. Blacked out tails. Do you think they survived? And what did they hit? Those are 2 questions I want to know. Jesus. I couldn't even tell what this car was. I thought it was a Chevy or something. I had to go look at the back. This is a TSX. Old school Pathfinder. It's a nice shade of purple. Kinda. Maybe. Maybe not. Another CRV. P20 and 5 lug. Just waiting for someone to come get it. We have yet another M Performance E46 with eyelids. Or is that factory? I don't know. M Performance. Auto. Rip. Eurotails or eBay? You decide. Oh, here we go. 90s Honda EG Civic with wheels. Looks like XXRs. Let's see. I don't see a brand. 17 by 7 plus 38. It's pretty weak. Auto. This is a dealership badge that's on like high-end fancy cars. That is, I'm gonna put that back on there. That's so funny. Good taste of humor, I think. Hopefully that was humor. Oh, we got one of these right next to it. A little Sportage. These things always crack me up. Ooh, I like the fabric on this. Alright, looks like we're getting into trucks and SUVs, so I think this is where I'm gonna turn around. Oh, starting this import road going back. That's the end. So far away. So many rows. I'll show you guys the best of it, that's for sure. A lot of this stuff is just regular old traffic. Looks like it's straight from the streets. Oh, I know that blue. What do we got? WRX? I know, 2.5 RS. How rusty. Yeah, average Midwest. Not the worst interior, also not the best. Auto, still got the boxer. I bet it's blown in rod knocking or a blown head gasket. You decide. Looks like you got side swiped and then junked. It's a nice little blue. This thing is crunched. This is an old Camry. Whew. That's a telephone pole. Wow. The way it crumpled the roof. Metal is wild. Yeah, old Camry. No other damage. Maybe they were drifting it. It even buckled this quarter panel. 2-door Accord and 4-door Subaru with light rust. Still has another 20 years of rotting away to do. What's up with this one? Oh, this one's stripped. Oh yeah. Got a wing on it still with the logo. Dash bar in the trunk. Yeah, this thing's cooked. Power steering really goes right here. Wow, engine mount right here. That's so high up. I guess technically that would be a torque mount. I don't know. Either way. Another E46. No M power on this one. Another E46. There's also another E46 here. Auto. All right, another E46. Starting to realize that these are now more common to be in the junkyards than Honda Civics. Only came across like 3, 4, maybe 5 Civics total. Ooh, K-Series cover. That'd be cool to take. I don't have a K-Series though. Not yet. What is this car? Let's check the back. Jaguar or Jaguar or Jaguar. Man, smooshed. Crazy to see one of these in here. Mazda? Protege? Question mark? I love the old logo of Mazda. It's so cool. You're not gonna believe what I just found. Another E46. This is my favorite car to ever see in a junkyard. PT Cruiser. This is where all of them belong. Oh, so bad. Everything about this car. They did it so right to be in a junkyard. It's so bad. Mustang. This is our first Mustang, I'm pretty sure. What we got going on here? Auto. Smushed in the front. Man, look at what was cut off of this pickup. The whole rocker. That's crazy. And half the cab. Oh, stick. Is this? That's not stock. No way. Still has the trans. That'd be easy to take out. Purple? Yo, Ford Escort wagon. I definitely have not seen many of these, that's for sure. Auto. Not too bad of a car given its age. We're only missing all of the quarter panel here. Split port induction 2000. That sounds crazy, man. These things probably sold like hotcakes. Oh, another Escort right here. On chromies. What? No way, it's on Ironmans too. Those are the tires I drift with. Another Mustang with blue taillight deletes. Cool. Unless the car was blue. I think it was blue. Yeah, it was blue. Rip. That's a Taurus. I almost said Escort. Oh, we got two big old boats over here. Someone snagged the quarter panel off of this one. Did they take enough? Whoa, no way these were actually foam underneath. Surprised these didn't have an issue rusting out. On the C-pillar, you know, and the roof. So blue. What's up with this one? Dude, these were massive cars. Holy crap. That's so big. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in the yard before. Honda Insight. It's like an alternative CRX. Cool looking steering wheel for stock. And a cluster. That's pretty nifty. These were hybrids. Gas and electric. Getting like 60 miles to the gallon back in the day. Early 2000s. Ahead of its time, that's for sure. And pretty ugly. Interesting quarter panel shape. Is this a Trans Am or a Firebird? I never know these pop-ups either way. Pretty straight, actually. So far, so good, at least. Still has floorboards. Is that where the speakers go? Damn, this thing was actually nice. Why was this scrapped? Oh. It's always funny seeing cars flying through the air here. Damn. Poor car. Yeah, that's a really strange speaker location. Rest in peace. Another big old wagon with some wood paneling. This one's full of junk. Caprice? I'm betting they put the best stuff up front. We got a Mini Cooper right here. Pretty decent interior, not even torn. Smushed in the front. Audi TT. These are smushed Volkswagen Beetles, the way I see it. What we got here? What is this? Oh, this is another Celica. This looks like a 240? No freaking way. Still has a KA in here. Pop-ups right here. Oh wait, that's part of the core support. What? Engine room harness. Everything's missing. That one's busted. I think I actually know this car. Let me look at the back. Yep, yes I do. So my friend, this is actually one of my homie's cars. He got in an accident. He was going through a yellow light and someone turned left in front of him and they collided. He T-boned them actually. This car actually had an SR20 in it and it was rust-free, mint, nice and clean. And before they gave it to insurance, they dropped a blown KA dual cam with an auto trans on it into the car. And I think he also took his hatch too, because this wasn't the same hatch. This is all bondoed up. Yeah, I think his was clean, that's why he swapped it. And also this quarter panel was mint. And looks like the Junkyard did a few things to it. That's unfortunate. But yeah, look at how clean this car was. There's no rust anywhere. Everything is straight and well, not straight, but everything is solid on it. Diff. Man, I do want to take the subframe. The windows are mint. All the seals are good. This door is actually good too. Oh, actually, it's got some damage here. Pretty sure this was a blue interior car, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, blue. It's pretty hard to find for S13s. I'm pretty sure they swapped the dash too, because this dash was not this bad. Pretty wild. Slick top. That's a rare piece right there. Blue headliner. Yeah, tan seats. Yeah, they definitely swapped some stuff around. I mean, you kind of have to, you know? You don't want the insurance to take all your good stuff. It's just going to end up here anyways. Ooh, I actually think we're going to take this A-pillar trim. Uncracked. That's pretty rare. I'm trying to think if I'm going to need anything else from this car other than the subframe. I don't think I will. I don't even need the subframe. It's just good to have spare rust-free ones, you know? This would be a good donor door to convert a manual into a power. It's got all the hardware and wiring for it. Another fun fact about this car, he had his girlfriend in the passenger seat when they were in the accident, and his girl broke her neck. I think he broke his finger or his wrist or something, and then he was bleeding all over the face too from the glass. But oh yeah, that's where his head hit. That's gnarly. Well, I don't really need any of this stuff, so maybe I'll just leave it for the next person, but I would definitely grab these A-pillar trims. These are hard to find uncracked. Let's go check and see if my tools are still in the other car. I'm trying to remember where it was now. Here's a Buick. I don't think it was this one. Pretty sure it was silver. This looks familiar. Oh, thank God. How many of you guys were worried that they'd be missing? I was a little worried, I can't lie. This is a massive yard. That probably took me over an hour to walk through. And I guess there wasn't really much that I could find of use here, surprisingly. And a lot of people always ask me, how do you find these junkyards? Where do you find these cars? I mean, you guys saw, I just went to a junkyard I haven't been to before. I just Googled junkyard near me. So anyone can do it as long as it's in your area. I know it's not available for everyone, but there's a bunch here in the Midwest because the Midwest is full of junk. Now we just gotta hope that my Z is still out front. Hey, thank God it's still there. You never know here. I will admit, I do feel much safer driving a 300ZX versus a S13 or a 240, but I would still prefer a 240 any day. I will also mention that that crash that my friend was in his 240 was not his fault. When you're going straight through an intersection, you have the right of way instead of the people turning left. So I'm very happy him and his girl were okay overall. I mean, obviously there were injuries, but it could have been a lot worse. So stay safe out there. Well, the homies want to go to a car meet tonight, although I think it's technically considered a car show since it's organized by authority. I want to take the 240 out because it's been a while. We've been getting a lot of good Z content lately, and it's been a great daily driver, but I miss driving my baby. And I had to give my fuel pump back to Chris. Well, I guess not my fuel pump. He let me borrow his fuel pump, if you guys remember, because mine was clogged. Now, my new one didn't show up in time. And I'll give you a little background of what's going on. Right when I got the car driving again, I noticed at full power, full wide open throttle, high RPM, the car would cut out. It felt like fuel cut. And that's exactly what it was. Look at the fuel sock, full of sand and I don't even know what, but that is not good. Like I said, the new one didn't show up yet, but I'm gonna try and clean this one out for now so I can hopefully at least run it. And then when this new fuel pump does come in, I'm going to drop the tank and either wash it out or see if I have a spare at Omar's. If you guys have been watching for a while, you know we've gone through quite a few parts cars. Unfortunately, rust and damage gets the best out of them, but those parts always live on in other chassis. We keep everything that can be reused, recycled, whatever. So let's see if this will clean out. And it's not rusty, which is good, but I mean, maybe that is rust that's in there. I think I'm gonna start with just taking it off. This is hard. It's not supposed to be firm. It's almost as if sand or oil was put into my fuel filler. Hopefully that's not the case. I really don't want to put this back into my car. Might have to though. Nothing's really cleaning it well. Well, here goes nothing. It's not like it's going through a drift event or anything. I just really can't push it too hard because then it will run too lean and potentially cause engine damage. We don't want that. Let's make sure we got our O-ring, except I think I'm missing the 8mm. Oh, well here's the socket, but where's the ratchet? Wait a second. All we gotta do is plug it in. That was easy. Well, I'm still stealing the battery out of the 300ZX because I don't have a battery for this car yet, so let's go take that. And it's funny because that battery originally came out of my right-hand drive Integra, and now it's in the Z. And it's gonna go in the 240. Let's make sure we roll the windows up in this first. Oh, there it is. Hello, my old friend. I'm excited to drive this car once again. Oh, that door closed at the same time. Will it start first try? Ah. Always second try on the cold start with these. Sounds good though. Man, this thing feels so fast. I love it. We've officially made it to the show, although we're not technically in the show. We got here too late. It's like blocked off and whatnot, but there's still a lot of cool stuff here. This is like a retired drag car. Apparently it's a Mercury Comet with some patina. It's either extremely clean or extremely patina. Pretty cool either way though. I love these unique taillights and body lines, and just things were so different back then. It's probably the cleanest 944 I've ever seen. Right next to probably the cleanest Mustang I've ever seen. Which end? These are Fox bodies, right? I'm not a Mustang guy, so don't roast me. But it says Cobra, so I know that's good. I don't even know what this thing is. I'm sorry. Super clean though. Well, well, well. Were you drifting on the way here, Travis? Or were you just rubbing?
Rubbing. Skeeting. I was drifting and it got really dirty.
Did you? Dude, it looks so good. I could see your car from all the way down the street. It was like
no way.
Highlighter yellow. In a good way though. Not a bad way. Sometimes highlighter yellow is not a good thing, but
no.
Yeah,
hey, Logan's car's going into
in the gear? Did he drive it? Stevie, good to see him. Looks like this may be a retired drag car because there's the door bars are cut off. Pretty cool though. Dude, the back windows roll down. What? On a two-door.
How?
Look, there's
Oh,
rollies.
Yeah, they're on like a.
Chicka, chicka, chicka. That's a cool little badge. Things were so different back then. What happened? Now we got this.
On the ground.
This thing is slammed.
There's a black one that's on bags. Manual trans.
Dude, red intake and
This
block.
is manual.
What? No way.
Auto?
Yeah,
How can you
look.
tell?
And there's
Oh,
only
just have to
2
break
brake
them.
pedals.
2 brake pedals.
2 brake pedals.
2 brake pedals?
2 weak pedals.
What if the gas tank's in that?
Toolbox.
Could be a toolbox. An accessory box.
Dude, this is cool. Look at the body lines of this thing. This C-pillar is nuts. Hornet? I don't know what that is.
Now that thing probably has like 500 horsepower.
Oh, damn. Look at that big turd.
Just talk to him.
980.
Big ass.
980. That is a big boy.
Tiny filter though.
Dude, it's an avocado, I think.
Or guacamole.
Is that an avocado?
That's why that.
Oh, guac. All right. It all makes sense. This goes hard. Good combo.